These blockages are places that hurt, usually, but sometimes we have done such a good job burying our pain that they no longer hurt. But they can still be found because they feel like a lump of clay just beneath the surface of the skin. There are two simple keys to having success with this technique. First, you have to be doing it with someone you trust. The person being tested has to trust the person doing the testing. If there is not this sense of trust, then the body clams up and does not communicate with the tester. The second key is confidence. The person doing the testing has to at least be open to the idea of being successful. If the person doing the test believes they are absolutely incapable of having success, then again, the body of the person being tested will clam up and not communicate with the tester. To start, have your partner lay face down on a massage table. Now I know many of you don't have a massage table. So just get a large pillow to put under the chest. The idea here is to be able to breathe while laying on the front and having the neck straight. It is simply very hard on the neck to be twisted all one direction or all the way to the other direction. So to make it easy on the neck, just put a pillow under the chest. You're not going to be there very long. Then the tester places his or her hand on the back of the person being tested, behind the heart, long enough for the person being tested to take a nice, relaxing breath. This makes an energetic connection between the two of you and is a very necessary step for success. I'm afraid I can't explain it any different than that. I don't really know what happens. I just know that it's a necessary step. From this point forward, maintain contact with him or her. And hold the intention of your partner's body communicating with you what needs to be done through his or her legs. Then simply, while maintaining contact, walk over to their feet and lift the legs. Then we respond to what the body tells us. If the left leg is long, we find the blockage along the spine on the left side first. Remember that the point that we hold feels like a ball of clay, or the person being tested can tell us where it hurts. It is often painful, but not always. We find blockages in 2 out of the 3 sections of the spine. The neck is the cervical, mid-back is thoracic, and the low back is lumbar. Now, if there is a problem in one of those areas, many people complain about low back pain. But due to the laws of gravity, there is going to be a problem in at least 2, perhaps even all 3 areas. So we simply hold the 2 points that we find while the recipient takes a couple of nice relaxing breaths. In this DVD, I most often hold the points along the bladder meridian where the shoulder meets the neck and the point next to the very top of the sacrum. If someone is experiencing back pain, knee pain, hip pain, etc., then you will want to do a more thorough job and find any blocked points between the neck and the sacrum. So if you are having a hard time getting the legs even, then start at the top and work your way down. Hold the point where the neck meets the shoulder, and hold the point behind the heart, another very common point of blockage. The person being tested then takes a nice relaxing breath. Then move the lower hand down the side of the spine to the next place that hurts. or the next place where you feel that ball of clay. And hold these 2 points while the person being tested takes a nice relaxing breath. Then move the lower hand down to the place near the top of the sacrum, still leaving the upper hand where the neck meets the shoulder. I want to point out here that this is only a light touch. Never apply pressure to the spine itself. Now sometimes we will clear one side and then the other side becomes long. So we repeat this process on the opposite side. Another thing the body communicates with us is a state of being homolateral. This means that the right and left hemispheres of the brain are each saying, I'm in charge. The right leg will be long, and the left hemisphere is saying, I'm in charge. And then the left leg will be long, so the right hemisphere is saying, I'm in charge. And the 2 hemispheres are not communicating with us. Now, each hemisphere of the brain has its own responsibilities. One side is more analytical, and the other side is more creative. So it's when those 2 sides work together that we get our best solutions to life's challenges. So being in a state of homolateral means that one leg is long up and the other leg is long down. Each one is trying to be in control. So we correct this by placing 2 fingers on the base of the skull, where the head meets the neck. One finger on each side of the spine. Then we place 2 fingers toward the bottom of the spine, where the spine meets the tailbone. This time the recipient takes a nice breath and holds it. When he or she has to blow it out, they do so with a force. This simple technique restores the communication system between the hemispheres of the brain. The evidence is that now the legs will be even, or just one leg will be long, both up and down. So then you move on to one of the previous steps. This is more thoroughly discussed in my book. I also teach it in workshops and have created DVDs so that you can learn it from your own home. I know how amazing this sounds, that our legs actually talk to us. My jaw dropped the first 100 times or so that I saw it, especially when I expected the opposite answer. And it's not something we can influence. I have tried. The only way we can influence it is by shifting our entire hips. And that is so very obvious. There's no way to get a different answer than the one that the subconscious mind believes to be true. So keep an open mind and look at this as a way of learning. Good luck with this adventure into discovering your true self once you have learned the untruths holding you back. Blessings to each and every one of you.